How's it going, everyone? It is Liam Catterson here with another episode of iZombie. We're on episode 2 of season 4. Looking forward to continuing the season as we picked up from how we concluded season 3's finale with the last episode, with Major kind of returning to his old roots in a sense. And there is, of course, a bit of tragic circumstances with, the homeless kids basically, and not just that though, but them being prepped for Fillmore Graves. But yeah, we caught up with Blaine and his father, who is seemingly going to be a bit of a problem this season. Yeah, Ravi as well, who is, kind of a zombie, but he's not really a zombie. So, yeah, there was some very, very interesting bits that came about in the last episode, and yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into this episode. So with that said, let's get into episode number 2 of season 4 for iZombie. Let's go.
Feeling up the snack cart, girl?
Oh, it sure as hell is.
I'm gonna gossip about
Maybe
this
he
shit.
thinks he lost his gavel in there.
I think you. Oh my god! Nice shot! You got a hole in one there.
Yeesh. Yeah.
That'll do it.
Who's laughing now?
You jest, Ravi, but this shit can be, legit.
What are we? 100 yards to the pen?
God loves zombies.
Vision. In awe. Oh, he's gonna milk this
Behold,
to death.
The voice of God speaking to you through me.
Oy, oy, oy.
$200 light.
I don't know what happened.
I'll be paid on Monday. Okay, maybe not.
Fired.
So you can just be absolutely rude with no fatal consequences as a zombie and just stab someone. Because it will sting like a boo!
Ruled by the righteous undead.
Ugh. Oh, this is bad. This is getting bad.
You need to get in the front.
I'm almost tempted to. It smells like felon back here.
It does not smell like felon. This is a...
Oh, no.
What are you looking for?
The button for the privacy divider. You're a nice man, but
This
it'd be
isn't
so
a
much nicer if I couldn't hear you.
All right, that's it. Get in the front. We're not going anywhere like this, Miss Days.
Guns. What's the only thing that can hurt you?
Duh. Headshot, General.
Then maybe you should secure that. Rook. Let's move out.
Damn! He's got a point, though. You need to be prepared. Imagine if someone just, flips off your helmet in
I
battle.
guess she was shot by a golf ball gun.
A golf ball gun?
Did Mrs. Brinks have any enemies you know of?
None that I could think of. Mrs. Brinks was well loved.
You two clubfoots, be
Really?
careful with that piano, comprende? You
'Cause-
drop it, I'll bury you in it.
Yeah, I think Clive's getting a different message in terms of...
No one?
Yeah.
Her son.
Wow, look at those rocks.
She wore that necklace on special occasions.
Really? I thought it sank to the bottom of the sea with the Titanic.
You made a joke. I wouldn't
Clive, I love you.
like that. You here, you dirty little soldier boy, and let Mama show you a trick I like to call the Lonnie Anderson.
Do I want to ask what brain you're on right now?
Why
No,
don't you just work
do
on
not.
being a strong, silent type?
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh, watch the hip. Yeah.
It's a personal matter of a sexual nature.
What?
I'm sorry. What I meant was, I have all the time in the world.
You see it, Chris up.
Becoming a problem.
Have you tried mutual masturbation? It's like taking separate cars to the same fireworks show.
Mutual masturbation.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But you really can't replace sex with that, and the urge is causing
Like,
Hello.
what the
Boy, did I walk in at the right
How
time.
much did you
I had
listen?
something to
Like
tell
I
you, but
said,
yours is way more interesting.
strap on.
This is a private. Coquilla has to be one of those three.
Maybe.
Did you do the math yourself, genius?
Brothers and sisters,
I don't know why, but Liv kind of looks like she should be on
I
Grease.
say join us.
Blood works. We have brains for free.
See, that's so persuasive to Team Z.
All are welcome.
We give you brains, no need to struggle. Just
Are welcome.
Hear that in her will, Mrs. Brinks left you $1 million?
What? That can't be true.
I don't believe him.
That's a lie. No, that's a trick.
It's
No,
true.
I don't believe her.
I worked for that woman for 15 years, and I never heard a kind word from her.
Okay, maybe not. I don't know who to believe. I feel like
Give us a moment, please.
the middle guy, maybe.
But you saw all their faces, and you're a detective.
Jeez.
Not one of them cracked.
No.
Even a little bit. Even when we gave them a chance to turn on the killer.
So, what if it wasn't any of those trio?
I cry. We're real happy right here, thanks. We love the, what's the word I'm looking for? Ambience.
Well, I don't know about ambience.
What a fucking
You're gonna need an ambulance if you don't get moving.
Oh, relax.
Wow.
These guys are smart.
Well, that was
They know they
good.
can
That
either
was
leave
good.
here on foot.
You know what? Let's bounce. This place smells like spoiled meat anyway.
I thought you liked the ambience. Prick.
Touch me again, and we'll see how tough you are with a bullet in your head.
She's gonna snap.
A bullet in yours.
Oh, you need to distract.
Calm down. You're gonna be all right. You'll be all right.
No, okay. I'm not gonna be a zombie. We made a pact, so do it.
Shit.
Don't do that, all right? He doesn't mean it.
Do it. Mace, kill me.
No, that's not worth it.
Let him kill me, please.
Hey!
Please.
Hey! Stop that!
I don't want to be a zombie.
Come back here!
Oh, this is not gonna look good for Fillmore.
Him, the boy needs to be with his father.
It's a really
He
tough
will
situation
die.
because
If you don't help him,
obviously
please,
you can't let the kid die.
please.
Oh, I take it the brain's worn off.
Been awful.
No, you have. Oh yeah. Really terrible. I mean, the worst. But we'll make it right.
It's
I swear.
been a brain that, you know, could have
What do
seen
you have
better
to do?
days.
I'm gonna get my supervisor.
Oh,
It's always a fucking supervisor. I'd like to speak with your manager, to be fair. Jeez, this is looking great.
oh, hello, Major.
Ah, bummer.
Want to know our business? If you want to know our business, I'll tell you. But ignorance
Now,
in this
fuck
case.
off, you!
Major! Saw something moving back there. Should we
Aw,
check?
Kids. 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 It was a rat. Yeah, a rat.
They're clear. Let him through.
But
Let him through.
you're a renegade. Well, my friends call me Mama Leone.
Oh, like the Billy Joel song. Is that your real?
Ow.
You know what? Doesn't matter. I'm sorry. Renegade sounded.
Well, you're not who I expected either.
Or do you push?
No, just keep looking.
Very funny.
That was fun.
They fucked him over.
I told you I could make the tall man climb into the dryer.
Oh man, poor
Well, we
Ravi
should get
got done
going.
in dirty.
I bet you're.
God, you're holier than thou. You think you're the only good zombie. The only zombie trying to make things right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe it's just that I remember a Major Lillywhite who would have stood by a sick child.
Oh, yeah, yeah, your loyalty is really getting tested, bud.
This thing we've been doing. Sleeping with each other because we can, because it's easy. And we can't do it anymore.
Oh! I don't like the way he just has that hammer. Yeah, this shit's getting concerning with the ever-growing numbers. I mean, you had a bunch of people in the last episode, but now, with what he is doing, with how generous, gracious he is being to the zombies, the numbers are rising. They are seeing him as a salvation. But we all have a feeling where this is going to go, folks. Not good, not in a good place. So, yeah, but... yeah. Major Liv having another spat, which is all well and good. Which is inevitable given what side Major decided to pick. But it's not looking too rosy for Fillmore Graves anyways, because now there's going to be controversy about that prick that was scratched. And, someone caught it on camera. Excessive force. It's going to be riot. It's all going to be fine and dandy, isn't it? Hey. Well, it will be very, very interesting to see where things are going to go in the division between Liv and Major as well, as other factors like Angus and what he is doing in terms of the preaching that he is delivering and gaining more and more followers, which is ultimately going to spiral out of control. Fillmore Graves as well, because there's that video that's going to go viral. Fillmore Graves are going to be absolutely demolished with the people talking about how out of control they are being, especially with the new recruits and everything. So, yeah, they should really have some kind of protective gear for the, for the hands, right? Because if you're going to risk scratching people, then as well as protecting yourself, you want to protect others. So, because obviously you want to respect those who remain human. You don't want to try to force the zombieism to other people. So you got to do your best to, protect yourselves and protect those who are going to be benevolent to you in terms of humans. Of course, that doesn't mean those who oppose you deserve to get scratched, but yeah, you want to, make a great you want to make a great impression in general, really. So, and scratching someone is definitely going to be a talking point. So, I wouldn't be surprised, to be fair, if they're like, why are you not wearing some kind of, gloves or whatever, to prevent this from happening? It's like it's like you actually want this to happen. And you can see the discourse happening with that, and then you've got, obviously, Angus's group. So it's all looking to fall apart at the minute. And then, of course, inside, I guess, the circle, you've got Liv and Major just arguing, especially about ethics, with the fact that there is that little kid that got smuggled in. And Major is not having any of it with the fact that this is a pretty big deal. Yeah, and with the kids, I mean, I think Liv did the right thing ultimately. So, pardon me, but yeah, I thought it was really weird how this episode really said, "Hey, Liv and Major, they're back to banging apparently," and it's like, okay, that came out of left field. So, yeah, but like I said, with Liv, I feel like with what she said, she does kind of have a point. Obviously, I can understand Major's concern So yeah, but and especially with the fact that he is trying to do the best he can in the situation that he is in, but at the end of the day, this kid needs all the help he can get, and I think Major, like a couple of seasons ago, would understand that. But now things are a bit more tighter with where he is working at with Fillmore Graves. So yeah, but still not bad stuff with this episode. I did feel like the thing with Mrs. Brinks, like the whole plot was, I don't know if it's me, but I felt like it was a bit more quickened than normal for some reason, along with, like, obviously you got to consider other factors during I guess this episode, with Clive and what is not going on in the bedroom with Dale, and you know, the whole situation with Angus gaining more followers and all of that. But no, I don't know, it just felt like it breezed by. So yeah, not in the whole this is so investing kind of way, but in the sense that, okay, well, here's everything you need to know, we're just gonna, you know, skim through this, boom, this is your killer. So yeah, but it did get a very, very good look-see in terms of how much of a pain in the ass Liv was in terms of the whole Mrs. Briggs persona. Like, you could see how everyone, apart from Major, because obviously him and Liv were, you know, getting it on. You could see how everyone was so done. Clive was done. Ravi was just ready to just, yeah, he was done. Everyone was done, and it was kind of ruthless seeing Liv on Mrs. Brink's brain, because there was no holding back whatsoever. She wasn't subtle, very cutthroat. So yeah, but I guess that was Mrs. Brink's. Like, she was very, very rude. She was very shitty of a person. She was the most important person in the world in her mind. Everyone else was just insects to her mind. And that, and you know, you could say that as a crude way of looking at things, like in terms of, you know, would she have that mindset? I think she would, because she was more entitled. She stood above everyone else, seemingly, and even when it came to the little boy who needed, he needed to have that money being prepped for his life to be saved, she was like, no, fuck the kid. So, you know, he's had his, 5 years or whatever, let him die. So, yeah, there was some very, very brutal moments in regards to Liv being on the brains of Mrs. Brinks. So, yeah, but no, it was just very, very, like I said, it was just something that just felt like it flew by. It just went by very quickly. So, but I don't know, it might just be me. So yeah, but no, overall there was some very, very great moments with this episode, and you know, I can understand why the mother would be pissed off, especially when it came to her kid. Like, he's dying, and you've got Mrs. Brinks who's just like, no, that kid can die, whatever, it doesn't concern me. What do you want me to do about it? I'm not giving you money. So, yeah, I mean, she would go that length to, you know, get a chance to save her kid. So, and it would, and not just that though, but it would be a blessing for the other people because of her condescension and her arrogance to other people. So, yeah. But yeah, I really, really thought that there was some very interesting elements. Like I said, with the whole Clive situation, obviously there are hurdles that are being presented with the fact that we've got a human-zombie relationship, which means you can't do the do unless you want to become a zombie. So, yeah. I said this because obvious, and I did bring it up in the reaction. I'll probably include it in, you know, YouTube. So, yeah. But, look, just use a strap-on, okay? I know it's not as, you know, authentic as the real deal, but it's still something, I guess. So, no, because we had that discussion with, I think it was Major and Liv, about how they couldn't do the do. So I was like, just go with that advice, okay? I don't know if that's been, shut down in the comments or whatever. I can't remember when I said it, but still, no. But in all seriousness, obviously that's going to cause a bit of a strain not being able to, make sweet music and. It's something you really need to compromise, isn't it? Unless you just want to become a zombie, but that's not what Clive wants at this time. So it's really a very, very tricky situation that you're embroiled with. But I gotta say, the talk that Ravi had with like the way his eyes lit up when Clive wanted to discuss with him about the situation with him and Dale, it was comical. I just really, really loved it. So yeah, but obviously we've had Major and Liv had their issues in terms of what they can do, what they can't do in terms of a relationship, being one party as human, one the other zombie, and now we're seeing kind of a similar terrain here with Dale and Clive. So yeah. And yeah, it was very interesting to see Major, of course, continue to interact with those kids and shaping them up for a wouldn't say brighter future at this rate, because it's gonna get gloomy with that recording. So yeah, and I had a feeling she was going to that girl was going to rage out, and obviously she did not heed Major's message about the helmet, so yeah, but I didn't expect him to be scratched. He was an asshole as well, like, what an entitled prick. Obviously being scratched is going to light up the forums and whatnot, so yeah, but I feel like that's a very, very important point. Like I said, I feel like there's going to be discussions about, well, okay, why is there nothing protecting your hands? Are you wanting to turn human? Like, is this is what you're doing a disguise for the reality, which is you turning people into zombies, so you could have them join your cause, join Fillmore Graves, etc. So I can see that actually happening, because you know how people will be. Like, we even had last season the conspiracy theorists and everything, and they discussed about where the virus came, where it stemmed from. You can just imagine, okay, she wasn't wearing any gloves. What the fuck is going on here? So I can see voices being raised in the next episode, so that should be very, very interesting. And with Major already being under a bout of stress because of his debacle with Liv, I can see this absolutely, I can see this tearing him apart. I just have this gut feeling, so. But yeah, I just thought that there was some very interesting bits in this episode. Like there was even the small bits of Angus and how he was, feeding those who sought help, etc. Like the vulnerable zombies, and then obviously those who are heathens, I guess, in his eyes, with the kind of rundown. Would I call it a drug den in a sense? Well, you know how you're like selling drugs, etc. Except this is brain, a brain den, I'll call it. You had, I guess junkies and all of that, like, and there was a very, very blasphemous way that they're going about it in Angus's mind, so they need to be cleansed. This is definitely, like, you're already seeing a very concerning element, but he is inspiring a new hope for those who are hungry, who are feeling hopeless, etc. So yay. But I am also interested about that renegade, that group that was helping smuggle the kid. very interested to see how that's going to come about, because obviously that's going to play a bigger importance this season. So yeah, but Renegade, yeah, there seems to be a pretty interesting situation here at the minute. So I'm really excited to see how that's going to develop. I would say so. Yeah, but no, I'm really excited for that to pick up some steam, because obviously with the checkpoint, it was already a bit of a tense atmosphere, and I can see this becoming a bit of an issue for, like, I'm seeing a lot of areas where things are just gonna fall apart, and basically hell will rise. So yeah, but yeah, we had Renegade and her group. Very interesting stuff, and I can't wait to see how obviously that does develop. So yeah, but no, overall neat episode. Pretty interesting personality, not one I would want to see again, because Liv as a twisty, arrogant character, yeah, unless you're getting boned, it's not a fan favorite, is it? So, no, but neat episode. So, yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my media feed and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!